Welcome to this week's episode of Riley in the Basement. It's not what anything is called, but I'm Riley and I'm in the basement. It's my little fishing office. I got my fish hanging back there, some pictures, work in progress. Got all my baits back here, but let's just get right into it. I got a pretty hot take, and I firmly believe this. Chartreuse is a scam in the fishing world. Chartreuse, yellow, both of them. Okay. Um, Here's why. It is scientifically proven that fish see chartreuse and yellow as shades of white. So everyone freaks out about making sure that they have the white and chartreuse this and the white and chartreuse that. That fish just sees white and white. You can make an argument for a more subtle white versus a brighter white, um, but even then, it's white on white. This is what I don't understand. So, to put this into perspective, right? One of the biggest things is frog companies. Um, they want to advertise this yellow bullfrog belly and all of these other yellow bellies versus a white belly, or they'll like design the top for you so it's super cool, but then the bottom will just be white. I have news. This is what all of those fish see from underneath. It is white. They don't see the yellow transitions and all of that stuff. They just see white. So in this frog, right? The tails are almost the same dang colors to the fish. They both see white. It's. I urge you to do research on all of this because I have done a lot to make sure that I'm throwing the right baits. Um, yeah, legitimately, if this frog was upside down, the fish would see this as black and white. But that's why I stick to two very simple things when I throw a frog, which is white and black. They're going to trace the silhouette of this and charge this all of the time. In a little bit murkier water, I'll switch to the white so that they can see it a little bit better from underneath, or if there's some shad lakes and stuff like that. I do not own white and chartreuse anything. I own a lot of white stuff. Why? Because fish see white. My chatterbait right here, straight white. I don't throw anything with chartreuse lining in it and do anything like that. My spare skirts, white with a little bit of blue in them. I probably can't see the blue. And here is my most backup skirt in the entire world. Do you know what those fish see? Straight white. They don't see any of the change under here. That's just for us. That's just for the fishermen because we've become a society where you have to sell to the fishermen and not the fish. But I'm only telling you this because number one, it's cool to save money. Number two, um, I want you guys to be successful and get bit. So I'm sure there's some old timers out there that are gonna hate me for this video and be like, "Oh well, I threw white and then white and chartreuse and they started pounding it." And you know what? That could be true. There could be some exceptions. When a bluegill spawns in the spring, they have some chartreuse on their tail, but to a fish that looks white. But how hardcore am I about this? I don't own any white and chartreuse spinnerbaits. I don't own any white and chartreuse chatterbaits. I don't own any black and white jigs or anything like that. I just stick to the silhouette colors and the natural colors. I've had all the other stuff, but I threw it away. I don't need it. In murkier water, for me, I can see that white a little bit easier. When I'm bed fishing, I can see the chartreuse easier. The fish sees the same thing. Tackle companies are selling to you and not the fish. Okay, so if you haven't done this research and you're still throwing the same things that your grandpa threw in 1970, please do some research. I can save you a lot of money, okay? Because I'm sure that you've got 4 whites and 4 white and chartreuse. Just buy 6 white ones. You got plenty of supply now. You only needed 4 of them in the first place. Now you got 2 extras. Save yourself $14 a chatterbait, $12 a spinnerbait, depending on where you're buying it from. Save yourself money on frogs. Don't buy a white belly and a yellow belly and then this color yellow belly and then a black belly. The only 2 that you need are black and white so that they can trace the silhouettes. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. You can leave a comment if you disagree with me. I'm all for that. I'm all for debate. I'm open to talking. But I don't want to gatekeep the knowledge that I have from you guys. So I hope you have a good day. Like I said, leave a comment if you have issues with anything that I just said, or if you agree, or if you disagree and then you do the research and you agree, or vice versa. I know that there's always going to be a place for chartreuse in the fishing world because it's about fishing with confidence from your own personal standpoint. But for me, my confidence is in white, not chartreuse. Have a good night.
Wow, 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 it's very nice.